Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiffany, also known as That Lit Witch, and today I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes on how I created this teal pirate outfit by going through the breakdown of all the pieces I used to create this look, and also how you can create your own corset that looks very similar to this, but I'm going to be using some different colors. So I say this every time one of my outfits goes viral because I never expect it. I'm always super appreciative when others appreciate my work or appreciate an outfit that I've put together. I never expect it to go like into the super viral mode, and it did. And this one here is definitely a favorite. Like, I feel like all of my outfits are a favorite of mine, but this one in particular, just because it's teal. I love the teal colors. I love the turquoises, like the Caribbean blues. And I feel like my mom kind of knew something when she named me Tiffany, because the color Tiffany blue is also like in that same sort of shade of the bright, vibrant, I don't know, just like feel good blues. And this is definitely like one of those for me. So for this outfit, when I was creating it, it was part of a series I was doing for the Ren Fair. And Ren Fair, as you probably have guessed, is a huge deal to me. I go for a couple of weekends in a row, usually for the different themes. This outfit was for pirate theme, and I didn't end up wearing it for the pirate theme weekend. I ended up kind of revamping it a little bit and using it for a cottagecore weekend and turned it into sort of a dark fairy look. But, and I ended up doing my Violet Soaring Hill look for pirate core, which still kind of went with sort of the badass vibe that I was going for. But in the end, I was really stoked that it kind of gave some inspo for other people. And everyone was like, oh my gosh, where do you get the outfit? How do I get a hold of it? Blah, blah, blah. So when I was putting together like the video and the outfit as like inspiration, I never expected people to be asking like, how do I get a hold of the pieces? How do I buy this stuff? So I went ahead and put it onto my LTK. And when I was putting it out there and linking up like all of the links and stuff to all of the different pieces, the skirt that I got, or the company that I got the skirt from, which the teal skirt from Scarlet Darkness, they no longer have that color, but they have a similar color, which is this really pretty purple, and they do have this one. So I linked it onto my LTK and on my Amazon shop and on my Substack, but I wanted to do a corset that went along with this because it's a really pretty sort of mauve mixed with red, like a purple, red, violet. I don't know how else to describe it. It's really beautiful in the sunlight, but it's the exact same skirt, just in that different duotone. So I thought, okay, if everybody is really liking this outfit and stuff, why not do a tutorial for the corset and have it match this? So that's what I'm going to do today, is take you behind the scenes of all that. And for those of you who are still curious and you don't want to have to jump over to LTK and stuff, I'll link the other pieces down below. But the rest of the outfit is all from Amazon. It's super, super simple. The dress portion of it is actually made up of two pieces. So it's this here, which is, I think, like a knockoff from Free People. And it's a short sleeve dress that's got like a double skirt. It's just a little lacy dress. And then the top portion came as a two-piece. It's like a Y2K style top and skirt, like mini skirt. But I'm just using like the top for it. And it's like a little ruffly top with long sleeves and some ruffles on it. So super, super simple. So here's the corset from that outfit. And I had originally made this corset for a butterfly fairy outfit that I had made, I think, last year. And this is what it looks like. I was super proud of it because it was a huge project. I made the wings, I made the skirt, the top, and a circlet for my hair and pieces for my shoes. It was a huge project and it came out looking super, super cute. But this is really just a craft project. So it's a pre-made corset that I got on Amazon, and the rest of it is really just layering, painting, and bedazzlement. So I'm going to walk you through how I made this, and if you have all of the materials ready to go, this is really like a day-long project. It's really not a massive undertaking. So let's get going. The first thing you're going to need, of course, is your corset. So this one here is from my favorite brand for projects like this on Amazon, and it's from the brand Shaper X. They have a very limited number of styles. I think they just have like a long form, a standard size, and a waspy style, and just a few different sort of styles in terms of whether it is completely solid. This one here is a mesh style, and I just personally really like the look of the mesh with projects like this. I think it just gives it just a little bit of extra texture to the project. So I'm using this one in a standard, and it is a double steel boned, so it is extremely structured. If you're not used to wearing corsets that are very structured like that, I definitely would recommend using something a little bit less structured, maybe something with a plastic boning. But if you're used to it, then I would definitely say this is a really good brand for that. And then you need your paints. So if you want to do the teal like I did in the original corset, these are the paint colors that you're going to need. This is a Rust-Oleum. It is an all-purpose paint, and it's a metallic, both paint and primer all in one in the color turquoise. So I think I ended up spraying about 2 coats of that paint on the corset just to make sure I got all the different nooks and crannies and whatnot. Then I hit it with this, and this is just a glitter finish from Rust-Oleum. There is no color on this. Like, it does not tell you what color this is. I think on Amazon it says green. I will link it down below, the exact one that I ended up getting. Unfortunately, the can does not tell me exactly. It looks like turquoise to me, but I think online it says green. Now for this project, I'm going to be using something a little bit different that I've never used before. It's another Rust-Oleum project, and yes, I am absolutely a huge fan of Rust-Oleum just because I've used it for years. Nothing ever chips. It's just a really long-lasting, great product. And this one here is a color shift. It's called Blue Cosmos, and it's a color shift between blue and like a mauve, purple, violet kind of a look. I'm very excited to try this. I have no idea what this is going to look like on a corset, but it is another all-purpose, all-surface type paint. So yeah, this is going to be, I think this is going to be really, really pretty. Now I really wish I could have found a glitter finish product in the color purple from Rust-Oleum. I could not find one online, and I did not feel like trucking my ass all the way down to the local hardware store to go see if I could find one there. So I ended up opting for this one here from Krylon in a Grape Glitz. It is a glitter blast spray paint. I am not a fan of Krylon products because this is twice the price, half the amount as what I got from Rust-Oleum, and this stuff tends to flake off. I am not a fan of this at all. Rust-Oleum, please make more colors in your glitter finish. I would really love it. Of course, I have to say this for safety purposes. If you are going to be using these spray paints, make sure you do it in an open area outside if possible at all, with lots of good ventilation. Make sure that you have the proper safety gear on, like a respirator or a mask, and go ahead and spray paint your, little heart's desire. Then after that is all dry, then it's really just time for the dazzling, and that's where things get really fun. So let's go get to spray painting. So it is super windy out here, and I thought I was filming the spray painting portion of this video, and I didn't. And anyway, it doesn't really matter because I used this spray paint on it. I am not loving this. It is not what I had envisioned or expected it to look like. That is not the violet purple that this can is advertising. So I'm gonna pivot. I'm pivoting. As soon as this dries, I have some ideas. We pivot. Okay, so much for a quick and easy project, right? I am in my car on my way to my local craft store, and I'm gonna go and pick up some metallic spray paint. I checked online, and thankfully they do have some in stock, so here we go. Okay, paint has been acquired. Now let's go paint. All right, it is officially time for round 2. So you remember at the very beginning of all of this when I said I absolutely hated Krylon because they had small cans and they were too expensive? They have officially redeemed themselves after this project. The color came out absolutely beautiful. It's nice and vibrant. It's sparkly, and yeah, very good Krylon. Okay, so this is nice and dry, and I do apologize. You're probably going to get a little bit of background noise because my pool pump and everything is going, and it's a little bit noisy outside. But anyway, so this is the fun part. This is where we get to decorate. So I have some different things here, and you can really do this however you want. This is just how I'm going to be decorating mine, and to really just give you some inspiration. I have some different types and sizes of rhinestones, and you can find these all over the place on Amazon in tons and tons of different colors, and they're not very expensive. So these ones here are some lavenders and some purples. I also have butterflies because my original design had some butterflies on it. I have these ones here, which I got from the local craft store, and they come on just some, I think these were actually like for the floral department or something. You can find them on clips, which is really nice because then you can just put them on and take them off as you want to. These ones I could, you know, potentially glue on. I think some of these might be a little bit big for what I'm gonna be doing. And some of these ones here are a little bit smaller. So we're gonna see which ones look best. I'm probably only gonna do one or two, and I may paint some of the wings of these ones before I stick them on. First thing is going to be adding the flowers down because those are some of the bigger pieces. So these are some of the bits that I have pulled from my stash, and all of these are from the clearance department. I refuse to spend the full amount on fake flowers at the local craft store. They get really expensive, and you can end up finding them pretty cheap in the clearance department most of the time. So some of these here that I have that I think go really well with this, I kind of like the pink ones, but I think for this project, I'm gonna stick with probably these because I do kind of like the green. I think this here might be too green. These are the same ones that I used on the teal version, and I think this is like too bright of a green. So I think I'm gonna stick with this and these flowers. I think these ones go really, really well. So we're gonna start with that. For the butterflies, I did end up just spraying a little bit of my gold metallic paint on the edges and then gluing them down, and the corset came out looking so beautiful. It glitters in the sunlight. I am super happy with it. For some final touches, I did end up adding some pearls to it along with the dewdrops, and the final look came together wonderfully. I hope this has given you a little bit of inspiration for creating some magical looks for yourself and shown you that it doesn't have to be a super daunting task to put together some of these magical pieces. Until next time, go make some magic.